Hello everyone! So I have some interesting news to share. So a while back, when I first posted my video about how I'd been laid off, I had posted it on Twitter, and a reporter from BBC News reached out to me and wanted to know if I could record some video clips and answer a few questions for an upcoming story that they were working on. And I thought about it, agreed to do so. So before you get like super excited about it, I was only featured for like 6 seconds, and I'm gonna include that clip. I probably filmed about 20 minutes worth of footage for them answering questions, and they only used 6 seconds. I would still recommend that you go watch that video because it is a really good, powerful story for the other person that they interviewed. And I can definitely see why they didn't use my stuff quite as much because my story wasn't as powerful, I guess, you know. It didn't have all that raw emotion. So I'm going to put some of those clips in here and just kind of show you what I sent them versus what they used. And also, I'm just going to give you a quick update on how things are going with all this social distancing and stuff. I have been staying home. I did have to go out and get my winter tires changed over to the summer tires because by law we had to do that because studs aren't allowed on the roads after a certain point of the year. But that was very minimal interaction. That was good. And then I've just been... Only other times I've left the house is to go to my brother's house to help with the renovations, and he lives at this house, so it's not like we're with anyone different. You know, it's been going pretty good. I've been working on some projects for another YouTube channel that my brother and I have, and we'll see how that evolves, and I'll update you guys when we see what happens there. I've been applying to my 4 jobs per week. I'm actually about to apply for a bunch after I record this video. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Today's April 1st, so it is the start of Camp NaNoWriMo, which is the April and July version of National Novel Writing Month. So I will be working on one of my novels and just trying to get some writing and some planning done. We're going to get to the clips of the BBC videos that I sent and the ones that they used, and hopefully you find them interesting. I was recently laid off from my position in marketing. When you get the call that you've been laid off, you know, I mean, that's difficult. You start to question, what's your future going to be? What are you going to do next? Hi, my name is Charaba. I live in Utah, and I was recently laid off from my position in marketing. When you get the call that you've been laid off, you know, I mean, that's difficult. You start to question, what's your future going to be? What are you going to do next? When you've had a job for a year, and you've been doing well at it, and just getting more tasks, and succeeding, and you have the trust of all your coworkers and management, and you've really discovered your position and what needs to be done, and you're becoming self-reliant. You don't think that you're going to be laid off. You don't think that all that's going to come to an end, and it does. So it makes you question what's next, what's in store for me. I haven't lived in Utah very long, so I don't have all of those connections with the area to find work and find opportunities. So, you know, I felt a little lost, but I'm strong. I'll do what needs to be done. I immediately made sure that I applied for unemployment and started doing what I could so that I can find a job quickly, because I'm not going to just lay down and die because I got laid off. I'm going to work, even if it's just on my personal projects, to make myself better and develop my skills. I'm going to do whatever it takes. So first it was kind of confusion and, you know, what am I going to do next? And now it's the motivation, the inspiration that this is an opportunity for something new. It's a new chapter, and I'm just going to take that and run with it and just hope for the best. For my thoughts about the future, I don't know how long this virus is going to go on. I don't know how bad it's going to get, whether government restrictions and social distancing and stuff are going to have an effect right now. If we've done enough, I don't think we have done enough. So I don't really know what the future looks like as a society. I just know that for me, I'm going to keep applying for jobs, working on applications, adding stuff to my portfolio as I come up with stuff and find stuff that I've done. And I'm just going to try my best to find more work. It's a very unfortunate position to be in, but I do have high hopes. I know that I'm not as hard hit as a lot of people are going to be. I have the luxury in that I've put money away. Almost everything that I've earned I put away. And that I still live at home with my parents because we're new to the area. And I'm just lucky to be in that situation because I know that so many people, single mothers for example, don't have that luxury. Now they're out of a job, they've got to care for their kids, especially if they're a little older. Now they're out of school, so you've got to keep them entertained while trying to find a job, and you have no money for rent and stuff like that. So my heart goes out to them. I don't know how they're doing it. I'm just fortunate for my situation, and I'm going to do my best. And I just hope that as a society we can get through this together and we can get through it fast. What I want the government to do is I just want them to understand the economic impact of the coronavirus. Obviously, we want to close stuff to keep the virus from spreading. We want to keep people safe. We want to keep them healthy for as long as possible. You know, flatten the curve. But at the same time, all these closures are creating layoffs. You know, the entire economy has been disrupted. And I think the government needs to do something to protect everyone and the situation that we're in, because from the looks of it, we're entering into a really bad recession caused by this virus. I mean, myself and everyone that I worked with was laid off. You're talking like 20, 30 people, just like that, across the country laid off, just from where I worked alone. Not to mention that restaurants have probably laid off all of their wait staff. I mean, it's just, the effects are enormous, and I don't think we've seen anything like this since the recession in 2008, 2009. So I just want the government to know that this is a huge impact, and there are people out there who need help. We need to make sure that they have better access and easier access to unemployment for the time being because of COVID-19 and all the layoffs. They need to be able to get unemployment, and I think some of the restrictions maybe need to be waived considering just the time that we're living in. You know, I have no problem applying for 4 jobs every week online, but some people may not have that opportunity right now because of social distancing. So I just think we need to rethink the whole way that we're doing the system right now because of all the effects that are going on. And I know it's been in the news. They've talked about, you know, giving every American $1,000 or giving every American $2,000. But I don't know if that is even really the proper assistance. I mean, what does $1,000 really do? And not everyone needs that. So I just think we really need to look at what the issues are, and that's that people are being laid off and they're not going to be able to afford mortgage payments and rent. That's what needs to be the attention. People being able to afford necessities, get access to necessities, and be able to pay for housing. That's where the focus should lie. You know, rents and stuff, you know, rent and mortgage should be frozen for a while. I'm not an expert at the economy or what I think the government should do. All I can say is people need to practice their social distancing, which it seems for the most part that people are, but not everyone is. And we just need to try to get people to stay home, wash their hands, and hopefully we can flatten the curve and get out of this soon. Mostly through just being out of work and with social distancing and everyone trying to stay home, I've just been trying to stay busy creatively, working on YouTube videos and vlogging at home, which I don't usually do. Another thing that I've found myself doing in the midst of all of this is journaling. I got this journal for Christmas, and I had started writing in it every day in December, and then, you know, as time went on, I just kind of stopped updating it. But since being laid off, since the start of this crisis, I just felt the need to start journaling again and writing in the notebook. It just felt like it was the right thing to do to kind of distance myself from technology for a minute, really collect my thoughts and the raw emotion of everything, and put it down on paper. And I've always felt that way about writing on paper, that it really brings out like the raw emotion, and you're just more creative when you're looking at paper rather than a computer screen. So I've just been doing that, and I've been consistent. I've only missed one day in the last week, and it's been great just writing stuff down and filling up the pages with all of my thoughts that are unfiltered, and just letting the pen basically take my thoughts where they're gonna go. And I think that's really good. It's definitely helping me cope with the situation, as well as stay creative and, you know, just in touch with everything that's going on. Alright, thanks for watching today's video. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you are not already subscribed to my channel. I am trying to upload a video every week. I've been saying that for years, and especially last year it didn't work out very well, but so far this year I am very confident that I'll be able to do that. I've been uploading more in the last month than I have in at least a year and a half, so subscribe to stay up to date, and be sure to turn on the notifications so that you are notified every time that I upload a video. And since you're still here watching the video, follow me on social media. I've got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find me on all of them just by searching for my name, Charaba, and you can find all my accounts on anything. Just be sure to follow me because I post lots of photos on Instagram, and Twitter is just kind of where I update just anything that I'm doing, and, you know, it's more conversational. So if you want to follow me on there, go ahead and do that. And thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you next time.